promote my business for me. I promote my wig brand. What she did, nothing is wrong with that. And I'm not going to blame her either for wanting to help somebody, mother, because the truth is probably people will come on the internet too and form their own impression of who you are. You get what I'm saying? And then people and say, I'm not going to work with her and stuff like that. We're not helping the Batman. We're not going to help this. We're not going to that. Whatever the thing might be. You get what I'm saying? So I cannot blame her for being genuine. I think she was genuine to the fact. And because I've also suffered under that person, and mother, you know what I'm talking about, because I've also suffered under that person. I heard Nurse Brown on his live today genuinely talking about how much he was there for that person too. That person needs to be stopped, and we need to stop finding excuse for those type of behavior. When somebody is wrong, they are wrong. We need to stop finding excuse. And what happened on the internet quite so often is that the persons with the followers, because they have so much followers, they think like they are entitled to do whatever it is they want to do. And sometimes the persons with less followers that don't even care about followers get hurt in the middle, and it's not right. And we need to call wrong what is wrong and stop finding excuses for people. That's all I have to say. I don't really care for them because, mother, I didn't even count back when she went off and stuff like that, because I don't need to do that. I allow these situations to unfold, and we're not yet at the end, because we know that these two people don't even like each other or want to be in the same space with each other. It's just for the internet. So all we have to do is allow it to unfold, and we'll see everything play out. We don't have to do anything. Nobody have to call no immigration. Nobody have to do anything. Persons are going to set themselves up in a position. So you get what I'm saying? That an unfortunate situation, because the truth is, even I don't really care for them. Like if I'm not fucking with somebody, mother, I'm gonna follow you up. I don't want to care. I don't care what's going on with you. But the conversation is just going to me. They are big one. Me I hear it. I'm at Rosalie. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing this. I'm adding my 2 cents. I don't really give a fuck about what people do, but I'm saying it's on the internet, so we can speak about it. But even we don't speak like that. But I'm saying going into Florida though, and we know what's going on in Florida. They were just trying to pass a law in Florida to say if you are undocumented, it is a crime that you can get arrested and go to jail for it. And then people may be like, oh, we have a social security. You don't have a green card. You have a social security because you're in the country and the government don't want you to be sitting here. They say, okay, here's a social security. Go pay us some taxes. Go do something with yourself. Work and pay us some taxes. That's why a lot of people, once they apply for asylum, after a certain time, they get a social security. So the government is saying, go get a job, pay us some taxes. Don't just sit in our country and go and eat from us. There is no status. You're not granted asylum. You don't have a green card. You're not a citizen. We need to learn to sit low. You get what I'm saying?
And Spice, can I add something to that social? And they kept saying this is social wasn't coming up. Maybe his social is real, but guess what? He has never used it. It has never been e-verified. There's nothing attached to the social.
I think the lady Chin was just doing our big one, because if I'm going to do something to promote my business, mother, if me going to ask you for promote my business, mother, I'm going to give you the finest apartment that's on my listing, because you're going to put your best foot forward.
I first agree with everything.
I agree with that too. She was doing her big one.
I agree with 100%.
Because no matter what, they have a platform. They have a platform.
Normally, we're very argumentative, and I always like when you're coming on a debate stuff and everything. But at first, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I agree too.
And for all the people that are in the comments that is thinking in your minds and not speaking it out loud, that we're bad man, yes, for bad man again. All across
mother, I'm just saying, the girl, she do her, mother, big one can tell you, Phoebe came to my penthouse, and it's not even worth it sometimes. I live in a 1-bedroom penthouse downtown in the city. That's where my apartment was, and it's not even worth it. I was paying $2,500 for a 1-bedroom. It's not even worth it. I'm waiting for my lease to be done so I can just go somewhere far away, because it's not worth it. And it's just the truth. She did her big one. Yes, when you're going, so the process is so hard. I had to get letters from my job. I had to give them access to my bank account, because they had to show that 3 times the amount was coming in the account monthly. And even when I showed them that I had to go and get a job letter, it is so hard to get into one of them. So for them to have access to a key to a penthouse, she did her big one. So when she did that...
So what it was down to ungratefulness. It boiled down right back down and then the
But
ticket.
it's the same story, mother, but just a different victim. It's the same story.
And it is sad. And mother, my honesty, me like triple. I'm here. Sometimes I don't know what is the thing with you and her, but you probably just go off and stuff like that. But you have to understand that she's being played in a situation that she's not conscious of. She's being played in something that you have to understand that to mother and see it. Sometimes, you know, sometimes we have to watch things from a different angle before we even comment. She's being played in a situation.
And if she wants to sit and be played, that's a fair problem, I love it. But at the same time,
but we can also say we were played in that same situation.
Yes, but as so long she will take the plane for, as so long, but Chin.
It's because he hasn't burned her yet, mother. That's why. He hasn't burned her yet, so she hasn't seen it for what it really is. But just to piggyback off of what she was saying, I think.
But that's really me not cut you, but a ticket called triple name.
I know.
A ticket called triple name. Nobody never knows.
That's why I said she's being played in a situation that she's being played in a situation that she's unconscious. She's unconscious
of. She's not unconscious. Spice. Triple know exactly what she's doing. Triple speak when she feel like it's beneficial to her. And that's the truth of God love. She know exactly what she's doing. Triple know exactly what she had to Triple not seeing on TikTok.
But mother, what she did was she acted as if she didn't know Chin, and she and Chin had interactions before. And that was how it was. That was how she was like she don't know this person from nowhere.
Then she's gonna come out after and say, "Oh, Chin wanted me to use her as my realtor." Then bitch, why when time Tiki that talk about Chin? You sit and pretend like you don't know who name Chin.
And why she call your name?
My name?
No, that's what she's saying. Like, why she calling my name? I don't know her.
Oh yes, like she don't know a Chin.
Like she was clueless, and she knew the lady.
One more thing though, and we know too, as much as how that person have their ways and the get-to-ness and all that, we know that some of the doings is not of her.
It's not of
and
her.
I'm just watching.
So we can't always come out and try to fight for her. And even when we're fighting for her, she's thinking that we are against her because that said individual planted in her head that all of us are against her and we are dirty people. We're not him are the dirty people.
Mother here, Chin says she knows Triple very well. She just don't want to talk about all of that.
I know Chin knows Triple. I know
very
Chin
well. She said very well.
You see, one thing I know, and anybody that have lived in America can tell you this, that America have its ups and its down, its high and its low. So you see humbleness and humility, if you don't have it, America will teach you how to be humble. So a lot of times people come to and we say, oh, the glitz and the glamour is a key for us right now. But we don't understand that we have another 6 months before the year even come to an end. You understand what I'm saying? So people need to learn how to be humble and appreciate those around us because we're not doing that. I'm gonna get my ticket, but I might not be able to come because of work.
You need to run out. Tell them say you can't come that day then.
But yeah, mother. I'm just saying, like, a lot of the doings is not of her, and I'm just watching this girl just playing in somebody's hand, turning everybody against you. I can't wait for the day when you're really standing alone and look around and realize that everybody that was genuine towards you is nowhere to be found, and you're going to need them because every one of us needs somebody, especially in this country.
And that is how he's going to learn.
Well, I'm not even wishing no bad for them, but everything is unfolding.
No, not bad, but lessons. You know, we have to learn sometimes.
Natasha.
Hello, Miss Claudia.
I don't want Donnie and Destiny go back.
What is that problem? See that echo again.
TikTok lawyer.
Are
you hearing the TikTok lawyer?
Hey.
TikTok lawyer.
Jane, send them home.
You're not hearing me. Are you hearing me, mother?
Yeah, I hear you. TikTok lawyer.
Sorry, what's up?
I say I don't appreciate how you go for my friend all the time. I don't
Who's
appreciate.
your friend?
Where's my friend for me, please?
Who's your friend?
Our back cannot do it.
Who is our friend? Who's our friend, mother?
Who should pay if it cost me? Tiki should pay if it cost me.
Rosalie, me talk TikTok like I just rest my friend.
No, my
Why you be my friend all the time? What the problem?
Everybody and Rosalie.
No, we good, man. Me and Rose good, man.
When
your
your
rose
rose
good?
But
Send me a rose good rose. I'll come in my box. Send me a rose
well, I know about
good.
Rosalie about Uber attitude. Though. She need to change. We need her number for call
No,
her.
man. Me a rose good, man. Listen, let me tell you with Rose. If Rose is something, I'm gonna talk about it. But if Rose is there, Rose just always thinks it's nothing personal. I just speak how I feel. That don't mean I have something personal against you. No. But
Rose, saying in the police situation, you beat the woman.
No,
I
was picking up for Rose and then Rose started cussing me. Ask anybody who I was picking up for Rose. Me and people were me close to fall out of that situation.
No, but that's the argument that Tiki topic with upon this Rosalie argument.
Yeah, I'm telling you. No, we're not gonna change the topic though. We can't have a conversation there next day.
Send one Tiki, my love. You need to go home. It's a disgrace. You don't deserve to stay in America.
But what you think about what Tiki, what Trev said yesterday, when Trev goes as far as to say she have to lose her license. Why you have to go so far?
Because people are boosting.
Let me say something to liar, please. I say for the Tiki alone, Tiki would have do that promotion. A Trev in a Tiki.
No, it's true. He wants to do it. He wants to do it. Every destiny. He wants to do it.
My control Tiki head.
And if it's tough for the lady license, and the lady go
when Junior was talking to me yesterday, when Junior did that talk to me yesterday, I realized Junior was being genuine, right?
Yeah.
And then when Trev coming at the camera, him coming there like him and mock me. I come and say, yeah, bitch, me at the house, and so my flop, I make Trev know say, look here, I see right through you from the start, I see right, I smell you, I see you, I see everything what you do. It's just because say him have Tiki in a one choke hole. And that's how I ask him, say, what happened? Why you and the realtor in an argument now? Because something transpired. Because I spoke to the realtor. When I spoke to the realtor, and I asked the realtor the question, and the realtor started crying like she crying. I said, no man, I have to click my life for that woman here. Although I know she was Team Tiki. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying. She said, when she said to me, say, I know, madam, I alone, I'm just feel good to myself to say, well, at least, whatever. But when him come on the live and I'm going like, whatever, but you know, say, one blood clot, hawkish,
But let me tell you, the issue, we see this kind of thing happen time and time again. I don't mean to bring up her name, but she's a perfect example. Just to make it clear, everybody, I have no issues with her, okay? Ivani. You see how Ivani and her sensations, they will drive her over a hill. It is the same thing as Tiki and Trev with this sweetie, the people with the sweetie in their name. I've seen it myself.
The people with the sweetie in their name.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to understand, when you're coming from being nobody to blowing up on TikTok, it is a high. It's a high. And worse, when you don't already have accountability to yourself, and then you have other people telling you you're not wrong when you are wrong. Mind you, these people don't buck them on a day-to-day basis. People like Spice, Smalls, Mother, Big One, those are the people that are saying, listen,
what personal interaction with them.
Exactly. But they're boosting them and boosting them and boosting them. And that's ultimately, hopefully not, but it may be their demise. Because how can you continue to do wrong to the people that are breaking their neck for you? And then you're going to listen to the people that don't know you, but just like to see the baga and like to see the mix up. It happens all the time on TikTok, and that is the biggest problem. I kid you not. Because when Mother and Destiny and Amaya and all of them tried, Nurse Brown and all of them tried to sit Tiki down and say, Tiki, let's reason. This doesn't make sense. You see the people in the comments, don't listen to them. Bad mind.
Listen, yeah, because I say about bad mind.
Right. They're just mad because of your relationship.
What they don't know, TikTok liar. I can't draw a crowd if I want to draw a crowd, but what's the purpose of drawing the crowd if I don't catch a dollar?
Don't make no sense.
What the purpose to me come? I can, and guys, I'm not be realistic and be truthful. I can hold an audience. I'm not give myself the self praise, but I can hold an audience.
But Mother, you also tell people to tell you the truth. You have accountability.
Don't always tell me the truth. I can't tell me the truth. I can't.
It takes an insecure, weird individual to continuously know that they're doing wrong and get boosted by wrongdoing. At one moment in time, you have to sit to yourself and be like, yo, literally everybody around me is crumbling. I need to do some evaluation. You know?
Mother, one more thing though, one thing before I forget. Even the thing like, like enough people I know have do those things, mother, with persons who have the license to train like HHA worker and CNA workers. Sometimes they just sell the certificate and say, come to the graduation and stuff like that. Because of one thing like this now, you make people all want job at them and pan with them do what information.
Exactly, I agree. People don't know that's normal, especially in Florida.
Yeah, this is one of our very own that is trying to help our people. And what if somebody have the money and don't have the brain, but you can't do it practically and just say, okay, somebody can hook me up on a certificate. You don't want to shut down somebody like that can help another Jamaican.
And not only another Jamaican, Smalls, of somebody in the LGBTQA community.